Chapter 40. The Last Light of the Sphere. The days following the Oregon mission blurred together in exhaustion. My body felt hollowed out, my thoughts sluggish, as though the corridors had drawn not just from the crystalline sphere, but from me. Even waking up took effort. The once vibrant sphere rested on the nightstand, its brilliant shimmer now dulled to a faint inner glow, like a dying ember refusing to fade. The dream messenger came to me again, not as a vision of command, but of compassion. Her voice was calm, almost maternal. "The sphere has expended more energy than we anticipated," she said. "It gave everything it had to stabilize the shadow corridors. What remains is no longer for the mission, it's for you. Use it to heal." She guided me to cradle the sphere between my palms and enter meditation. I was to draw in the frequencies I had long directed outward, this time letting them restore my own energy field. That night, I sat cross-legged in the dim light of the Airbnb, the air humming faintly with residual energy. The sphere began to vibrate softly. A subtle warmth radiated through my hands, up my arms, into my heart. I closed my eyes as a wave of golden light surged through me, reviving, repairing, renewing. Then, without warning, the light flared bright enough to fill the room. When I opened my eyes, the sphere was gone, dissolved into nothing. It was over. I stared at my hands in disbelief, stunned, but I felt at ease. The next night, the messenger returned in a dream, this time standing at the edge of a vast silver plain. "The work you've done has stabilized the grid enough for now," she said. "Return to Vancouver. Get back to normal life. Work, rest, rebuild your strength. The next phase will not come soon." She paused, then added something that weighed heavier than anything before. "Your Starseed contract is nearing completion. You were never meant to carry this work beyond a certain span of your life. The exact time was never given, but it is unlikely to continue past your 50th year. The frequencies will shift to others, new bearers who will take up the path." When I awoke, her words still echoed in my mind. There was no sadness, just a quiet acceptance. Every mission, no matter how sacred, has its endpoint. Mine was nearing. I had done my part, and though I didn't yet know what was next, I sensed that this pause was deliberate. Back in Vancouver, I returned to my apartment overlooking downtown. I began to rebuild ordinary routines, getting back to a regular job, reconnecting with friends, allowing myself to feel human. I would spend the next few years here. Still, sometimes at night, as I gazed out over the city lights, I could sense the hum beneath it all, the pulse of the unseen grid I had helped to stabilize.